Listen, nobody knows how to scam better than a Somali. I concede. I thought the Indians were probably the best with all their do not redeem it, do not redeem it. Do not redeem! But the Somalis are on another level, and I've got two videos here where one is asking for $50,000 for apparently having PTSD for being asked for his papers, and the other is a very obvious actor who is reading from a script saying that ICE was doing all sorts of horrible things to her. These are the two most shameless people in all outside of the daycare world that I've ever seen. And we're going to have a little bit of fun at their expense because that's what we do here. And we're going to do all that after a super quick word from this video's sponsor, Aura. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Aura. If you want to see something crazy, just throw your name into Google and see all of the results that come up. You can pretty much Google anyone or anything and find out all sorts of private information like that. These sites are run by data brokers who collect your personal information and package it up and sell it to anyone who wants it, and usually it's scammers and spammers who want it. These guys are printing money, and it's completely legal in America. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard to do so. Or you can do what I do and use Aura, the sponsor of this video. Aura identifies data brokers exposing your information and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Give Aura a few weeks and you'll stop seeing your information on these sketchy sites when you search for yourself. Aura also continuously monitors the dark web and alerts you if they find your personal information has been exposed, and they're going to let you know fast if anyone tries to use this information to access your credit or bank accounts. Plus, they give you $5 million in identity theft insurance should the worst case scenario happen. They also have a world-class VPN that lets you browse and shop safely from any location you choose. Does your current VPN have all those other features too? Probably not. You can go to my link, aura.com/recording, to try 14 days for free. That will be enough time for Aura to find which data brokers are selling your information and start submitting opt-out requests on your behalf. I've been using Aura for a very long time. I absolutely love it, and I know you'll love her too. Remember, use my link in the description over at aura.com/thequartering. Now, I want to start out with 23-year-old Nasra Amed. She claims that she was, quote, kidnapped and hurt by ICE in her new news conference. That man, he called me the N-word, and then he arrested. They arrested me and multiple people. They use a lot of force. I actually got a scab. I want you to take a look at some of the worst acting you've ever seen outside of Brie Larson.
We're following these two men, and I was waiting for these two men to hold the door for me, and I told them, hey.
Wait, you were waiting for men to hold the door for you? That's not very strong, independent women who don't need no man. You know, I don't think it is. I mean, again, I think chivalry is a good thing, and I think, you know, we should still be practicing it, but that's not very strong, independent women who don't need no man.
Can you hold the door for me? And I walked right in the middle, and when I was in the middle, ICE came, they came out of their cars, they asked me to see my ID.
Okay.
And while they were asking me to see the ID, they just decided it was nice to be racist and say really nasty things to me.
Now, everybody, by the way, everybody who's been involved with this seems to always have a cell phone, right? And they're always filming it. There isn't a single ICE interaction that I can think of that's happened in Minneapolis that hasn't been filmed, except this one, where apparently ICE called her the N-word. Many ICE agents are black, by the way.
And yeah, that man, he called me the N-word. And
the N-word. Again, remember that these Somalis, they are trained to use this, use racism as a shield. They did it when they got caught trying to buy a jury. They've done it for years. The left taught them that this is an impenetrable force field for crime.
He called me that, and then he arrested me. They arrested me. It was multiple people. They used a lot of force to arrest me. I actually got a scab that was healing while I was in jail. But they pushed me hard. They used a lot of violence. My body still hurts. I got a concussion. It's really—
Oh, you have a concussion? Surely you have medical records proving that you did in fact have a concussion, don't you think? Surely there's medical records that would corroborate this. I don't know why you wouldn't have it at the press conference. I would. And it's also hilarious that this Band-Aid was very clearly just put on. And it's just two Band-Aids out of a box put next to each other instead of using a large Band-Aid, but okay.
Really hard for me to speak because of that concussion.
But I'm not a weenie. I'm sorry, sir, but my sensors indicate that you are indeed a weenie.
It's really hard for you to speak. You seem like you're speaking just fine.
They were just using a lot of force to arrest me, and I was screaming, I was crying, I was so scared. I've never been arrested in my life. I don't have like a criminal record. I have a clean record.
Okay.
It was just, and then that detainment, I was detained. I was literal cuffs were put on my legs, cuffs on my hands.
I'm sure she wasn't resisting at all. I'm sure she was not resisting at all. It's definitely not been, I don't know, 100% of the people who have been detained by ICE causing massive problems. I'm sure she wasn't one of them.
And I was actually detained with a Native American woman. And
I like how she uses all the woke terminology too.
God bless her heart. She went through a lot too. She was also detained by ICE, and she was also a U.S. citizen. Okay. And like me, and they would not have. Let me tell you this: they would not have put you in leg chains if you had simply handed over your ID. There's not a single example of the thousands, maybe tens of thousands of videos of ICE interacting with people where they simply put something, they put somebody, put somebody in cuffs before getting their IDs, if they just offered to give it to them. Had gashes on her face. They shattered her windows. She had blood on her jeans, and
her corduroy jeans. Well, we got to be specific. They were corduroy. That's what makes it even worse. This is laughably, this is only surpassed by the next video I'm going to show you because it's even more hilarious.
She was crying because she was so scared because she was with her dog. She was so scared that her dog got hurt. She was so scared for her life.
Oh my gosh.
We were both crying together. We were holding each other tight.
Wait, I thought you were in handcuffs. Wait a minute. I'm confused.
I'll never forget the fear that was felt in our hearts that day. And
she can't squirt a tear. What's happening? She can't squirt a tear.
I'm so sorry if I'm getting a little emotional, but it's okay.
Oh, it's okay. She's not crying. She's not crying. And then they rushed her off camera. But you thought that was bad. Here we have a Somali demanding $50,000 on his GoFundMe.
Look at me, sure. Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
Because he was asked for his ID. The level of scamming, you have to respect it. You have to respect it.
It's actually, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
I can't really make fun of these people without also respecting that they are some of the most shameless, diabolical, demonic, guiltless people on the planet. Here we have a Somalian in Minneapolis, Mubashir Hussein, who claims he's suffering from life-altering PTSD after being detained by ICE. Now he started a GoFundMe demanding $50,000 for their trauma. Let's see his video here. He's got money for, expensive Apple AirPods or iPod. I guess those are wired, so I don't know. But
my name is Mubashir Hussein. I'm a 20-year-old U.S. citizen from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
He's very clearly reading from a script, too.
On December 10th, 2025, during my...
Wait, was it December 10th or 9th? Because you wrote the 9th on your GoFundMe. Again, the first sentence, you can't keep your story straight.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Lunch break, I was violently arrested by federal immigration agents. I repeatedly told the agents that I'm a U.S. citizen and I had my ID and passport.
Okay, so you weren't arrested. They asked you for your ID, you gave them your ID, and they let you go. That's what happened here.
Instead, the agents ignored my pleas and forced me to the ground and placed me in a headlock.
It's so strange. Again, yet another ICE interaction that there isn't 100 cell phone videos or security camera footage from when he was on his, quote, normal lunch break.
Injuries and trauma from that day have stayed with me. Since that incident, I have experienced symptoms of PTSD, intense anxiety in public spaces.
I'm curious, do you have any kind of doctor's diagnosis of PTSD, or are you just saying you have PTSD? My guess is you're just saying you have PTSD.
Panicked when I hear whistles, sirens, and car horns, trouble sleeping, constant stress, and exhaustion.
Why would you be stressful? You're an American citizen. You were detained by ICE. You showed you were an American citizen, and then the event was over. I'm not sure I understand what you're mad about.
I have also experienced ongoing physical pain and tension that started after my detention. I no longer feel safe in my community. My family has been affected by this as much as I have. They watch me come home drained and physically hurt.
As such. Well, the interesting thing is that we
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Oh, okay. Oh, yep. Look away. You can see, I mean, he's got money for ring lights. It looks like he's using a ring light. But you know, this is getting so laughable right now. GoFundMe should be held responsible for the amount. I mean, any idiot, by the way, any idiot who is falling for this nonsense, I guess deserves to get ripped off. That's what I can say unequivocally.
The fear that this could happen again has created constant stress and has changed our lives.
So you should get money? So money will, so if I give you $50,000, here's your PTSD. Well, if that were true, we could fix the 100,000 US soldiers who are suffering for it pretty cheap. Why don't we just give all the American soldiers who have real PTSD $50,000, and apparently that cures PTSD?
I'm raising funds to support my recovery, including trauma-informed mental health therapy and counseling, medical care for stress-related symptoms and physical symptoms, basic living and recovery-related expenses while I focus on healing. If you are able to donate, I am very grateful. If not, please consider sharing this page. Thank you.
How much is enough? How big does this pile have to be?
I mean, are you joking? Apparently he went to the Quality Leary Center of Fraud. You know, I mean, again, you're missing the big picture. These in GoFundMe campaigns to launder their dirty money they still have. That could be absolutely true. So a bunch of Somalis then contribute money to the GoFundMe, and then it washes that laundered money. These people know no bounds when it comes to scamming. Perhaps we need to denaturalize and deport him too. Absolute scammers, absolute joke. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you have a like on it, subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.